Welcome back, y'all. We're back again for the second video. How's your summer?
Well, my summer was great in terms of, I'm healthy in my life. Make some trips to Rehoboth Beach. We were there, I think, 3 weeks ago. My wife and myself, my granddaughter, we enjoyed. She, my wife doesn't like the water, but she likes to be on the beach. She likes to go to the beach. She likes.
So wait a minute. She'll like to be in the water,
No,
but she likes
She
the
just like to go and sit there.
she likes the environment of
That's
the
just the
beach.
environment, and she likes to stay.
That she wants to beach house.
Just get her feet wet, but she doesn't want to get in the water. So.
Oh, does she go like in swimming pools and stuff?
Yeah, she goes to a swimming pool, but
No, does she swim?
No, she doesn't.
Oh, she don't know how to swim.
No, she doesn't know how to swim. So she
Well,
just
teach her. Ain't that hard?
Yeah, but we haven't had the time to go to the swimming pool together, So, but we went to Rehoboth Beach. I didn't even get in the water. I just sat, on the beach and we just look at the scenery and stuff like that.
The best one I like to go to is the mainland one, Ocean City.
Yeah.
That's a beach.
But
beach.
the beach,
I like that.
But there's no difference. The other beaches I went to,
What
Rehoboth,
do you mean different?
they're not different.
There is difference.
Only the name term of name.
It's a lot bigger, a lot more amusement, a lot more opportunities that go down there.
Yeah, like
there's a lot of mini golfs and stuff like that. And Rehoboth, it's not. I mean, I don't like Rehoboth.
Yeah, Ocean City. But I think Wildwood. We went to Wildwood, Jersey. I think it's one of the biggest I went to so far. It's big. You get a lot of activities, a lot of rides and other things for kids, for everybody, and a lot of stuff to do besides just being in the water. I really liked it. I like all the beaches. I like the scenery. I like the activities. Like we went to. It's a secret. It says a secret at Ocean City. It's a
secrets.
Yeah, it's a nice area. We went there.
No, you got to take your wife to Figures Island.
Oh, why is that?
It's right. It's like close to Secrets, but it's on like 56th Street.
Okay.
And it's like a little mini island. It's a nice hotel. Rooms are done nice. The hot tubs are heart shaped. Put this way, no, kids ain't allowed there for a reason.
But you talk about the pool. Let's say the hot tub.
It's a.
We went to the Poconos. We had a similar hot tub. It's shaped like a heart. And it was so nice. And I hope I can have the experience because when we went to Poconos, it was just the start of the COVID stuff. Mm-hmm. So we didn't get to really explore the whole area.
Because everything was locked down.
Everything was locked down. It was just the beginning of the whole lockdown stuff. So I remember we went to the restaurant at night, and the restaurant closed, I think, by 9 o'clock. And before then, they used to stay all the way to 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, doing a lot of fun stuff. So what you been up to this summer? The summer is coming to a close. What did you do? What is your takeaway from this summer? What all did you do? What was some of the interesting things you want to remember about this summer?
Only thing I really did this summer was jury duty. That's it. Other than that, I really didn't do much. Yeah, I get didn't have time. Got a lot of things on my plate.
Yeah, but we went to Chesapeake.
We did Chesapeake. Yeah. That was fun.
But I was telling my wife, I think maybe a week or two ago, that I wanted for us to go over there, just to chill.
Chesapeake again?
Yeah, but she was saying, oh no, we need to find somewhere different to go. I said, but we don't have anywhere right now. Let's just go there. And,
I mean, there's.
She was saying she didn't want to go.
And there's some areas that are nice to chill in, but I just really other than that, I just mostly focus on work and other stuff at the house and a lot of things going on. So I didn't really have much to do much this summer. Put it that way. It's sad, but it's life. A lot of people can't go to the beach and everything else. A lot of things you gotta do to better yourself in life and stuff like that. But and we really don't go much to Rehoboth because I get a little upset.
Yeah, you were telling me about
Yeah,
some opportunity that your grandfather had over
yeah,
there
yeah,
to
yeah,
buy the whole
yeah,
of Rehoboth
yeah, yeah,
City.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it.
Walk me through
Yeah.
that. Walk me through that. So
So,
what happened?
so basically, it was a couple like good years ago before my grandfather passed away. God bless his soul. We're at Arby's eating. We take our grandparents out. They want to eat out. Grandkids, kids, and all that. So they're arguing back and forth, right? I'm like, what the hell? They're arguing back and forth. It's all in Greek, right? So my dad asked him, like, what are you guys arguing about, right? And he goes, oh, I miss opportunity of lifetime. What do you mean opportunity of lifetime? Oh, Rehoboth. Rehoboth, right? He goes, yeah, Rehoboth. Well, I could have bought it. I mean, bought what? Small property? What? This and that? No, Rehoboth. Like, and my dad's asking, what do you mean Rehoboth? And stuff. And he goes, no, the beach, the Rehoboth thing. And he goes, okay, clarify. And he says, well, back in the day, like ways back, there was not a lot of doctors. And my grandfather was known for being a doctor in Delaware. So it was an old Greek man who wanted to retire, go back to Greece, go back to his motherland and all that.
Yeah.
And he wanted to cut all ties, get rid of anything. So he offered my grandfather, said, here, I'll give you this property, Rehoboth, before it was even developed.
Yeah.
Right? It was just basically beach.
We're talking what year was that? It's somewhere around 30, 40, 50s, 60s?
Yeah, I just can't remember, but it was like a while back.
Yeah.
It's way before I was born. so, but the thing was, he was basically gave it for nothing. He says, here, I think at the time was, my grandfather told, say it was 275,000. I mean, that's a lot of money back then.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Maybe
that's still a lot of money now, but that's a lot more value back then.
Yeah.
But it still was dirt cheap for the value of the land and stuff like that, and it really had that much value back then either, due to it just not being like the beach today, the value of how people picture boardwalks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but the argument was my grandmother told him, no, don't have ties to America. Let's buy property in Greece, close to Nico and Aunt Thuda and all them, our relatives that, let's invest money into Greece, because, Greek pride.
Yeah.
So he goes, I listened to her, and he basically said, she has no business then, so I listened to her. So, so they went, had the property in Greece and all that. Now Greece is just now asking too much things about the properties and all that. They're getting reversed, take them. It's just like, we ain't making no money off them now. It's just how it is. But it's just like socialism. It works. So anyway, he missed the opportunity of that, right? And he's like, no, he can't buy it because he wanted to invest in Greece. And my dad basically told us and everyone there is like, what, and it's just like, you mean like Rehoboth and all that? And my grandmother's response was, it's not about the money. My grandfather responded, he says, what do you think we're fighting about? We're fighting about money.
Everything now is revolving around money.
It's just the idea behind it. But now Rehoboth is easy value of $1 billion.
Yes.
I mean, it's just the whole area and everything else. It's just like the opportunity was there. Everything else, and I asked my dad, and he said he would have built it even better than it is today, knowing him. And it just like, wow. And my dad's like, I wish I could go back in time and just smack him, buy the land, buy it. That's an opportunity lifetime. Just give it $300,000. Just do it. It's.
But as we're saying the last time we were discussing it, and we had the technical difficulties. Your grandmother's position is not much different from a lot of immigrants, first generation immigrants in the United States, because when we come here, our primary objective is like in our country of birth. We want to invest in our country of birth, but in our case, our kids now, they are like a distance away from where we come from, so they want to invest here. So I think what she was saying is not far different from a lot of immigrants, first generation
Well,
immigrants in the United States. They want to invest, back to where they come from, because their
but
whole
I understand
upbringing is still down there.
if you got a business sense of it, it'd be fine to invest into it.
Yeah.
Like invest into China, not China, into Japan, stuff like the well developed type of deal. And but for here though, with in Greece situation, when my grandfather passed, it was going through the Greek embassy in DC constantly trying to get everything squared away, what properties, everything else, and all that. And now we're dealing with that problem again now for our properties. Now Greece asking for my my uncle and my father proof of health insurance. My dad goes, you won't understand it, so what's the point of you asking for health insurance? They care about your health. But show us proof you got health insurance. For what?
So what does it,
For what? For the
what does it
property.
have to do with, what does it have to do with the property?
This is something they wanted you to give them. It's just them asking for it. But we're trying to do that, and it was tough going through the hoops trying to get Nico, who's in control of our property, for our stead. While we're here, because we're not really focusing on it. My dad's like, let's get rid of it. You know what? And my grandmother, keep telling, no, keep the property. Maybe a university can be built on it. Oh, Greek university, and he's telling her, like, for what? There's no money involved in it. It's just like, there's really no point. Who cares about Greek university? It's Greece. It's different if it's Yale and stuff. Yeah, because they will pay, because it's very top-notch university. But for Greece's sake, it's Greece.
Well, but you can. If you try to discount your grandmother's
she's
position as saying that
she don't like America
because you never know to what's going to come out. That's something valuable could be erected on that land, and you guys could make a lot of money there now because it's not yield or something. Something could come out. That's why you can say you can keep the property.
Whatever you make goes straight towards taxes. In Greece is such in debt that they're pretty much taking anyone's money and stuff.
Yeah, but when you were talking about opportunity of a lifetime, I would say, for me, I think the opportunity of a lifetime was coming to the U.S. It's like, for me,
And my grandfather.
Most people from developing country like mine, want to come to the United States to improve their lives. And I would say that, coming here, I'm not saying I could not make, progress in my life and the life, of my case. But I think coming to the U.S. was a great opportunity. But if you would, in the same process, in the same token, when you ask me what are some of the things that I think I would have done better in taking advantage of the opportunity of relocating to the United States, was I would have come with my case. I didn't come with my kids to the U.S. And I think that's one of the problems I have now. I try to get them over, and the immigration process is so long and difficult. My daughter, paperwork are being approved almost a year ago, and she had not even had an interview to come. My son, we submitted his birth certificate, the same birth certificate I brought to the U.S., and they are saying they want proof of this, they want proof of that. So it delays the whole process. And I've been in the country for about 13 years, became a U.S. citizen 5 years, since 2015, as I was telling you last time. And I think my process should be, quicker, because as a U.S. citizen, I don't think I should be going through all of these difficulties to get my case over. But, I'm so glad I'm here in the U.S., but I think the opportunity of a lifetime would have been complete if I had my case with me. That's one of the downside for relocating to another country.
You sure it wasn't a billionaire mistress that was eyeing you up?
No, not so much.
Oh, yeah, come on, man. Come on, billionaire mistress. Come on now.
But yes, that's the thing. It's good to go to another country But the sad thing for those who didn't bring our kids, even if you should bring them after 13 years, I've not been alive. All we do is on the phone. We talk on the phone all the time. I don't really know my kids. When I went to Liberia in 2017, and my son came to visit me, because I was stopping at my sister's place, and I didn't even recognize him. We got away from him for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize him.
TV just came on. You want to turn the hell off?
Yeah, so I didn't even recognize him.
TV just came on.
Yeah,
go ahead, turn it off.
Begin a 17-year sentence.
So the TV was off for a good while, and it just came back on out of nowhere.
He would run.
You got a ghost in here or something?
How do you do that?
Now join the search, following the U.S. Marshals as they uncover.
So if I could do, sorry for the break. If I could do anything different, is I was going to come with my case. So you're talking about opportunity of a lifetime. I think no, I just end the service. So my son came to visit me.
Oh, here?
No, I went back to Liberia.
Oh yeah, it's just.
And then he came and I looked at him for long, and I said, Brian. He said, yeah. That was so sad. I couldn't even I couldn't even recognize my son. But when my daughter, because he was 17, he was about 18 at that time.
When you visit.
Yeah, I visited, and but that's just the downside. But coming to the U.S. was an opportunity of a lifetime, and a lot of people around the world, want to come to the United States. That's an opportunity for them, but because in many parts of the world, people are really living in desperate situations. They want to relocate, to better their life and the lives of the family. So, I think that's one of the, opportunity of a lifetime for me, to come to the U.S. and, improve the lives of my family, my kids and other things. So now that your grandfather missed that opportunity.
Now I see Rehoboth on local news. I cry.
So
I cry.
So do you still visit Rehoboth or no?
I mean, I go there out of the blue, but it's just like I get upset. It's just like, really, me and my father got upset. My Uncle George got upset. It's like, why? It's just like it's a big shocker that they didn't know. We didn't know till that argument there, and he goes, "Oh, you didn't know," and stuff like that, and just like, what? Now he just came out and said it. It's just like and all that, and my Uncle George.
But what's the lesson? What the lessons we learn from that? What's the lesson from the whole time? The lesson from the
Don't listen to you. Don't listen to someone who has no business sense. Put it that way. No business sense at all. Do not listen to him. That's why you learn from it.
That's my takeaway. My takeaway is you got to follow your intuition. What you think is good for you. I think your grandfather, make the right decision, but maybe you didn't follow more.
But the thing is this. My grandfather lived the American dream. For that way, he lived through World War II during the Nazi occupation, survived the Civil War they had after that with the commies and all that, and came here to be a doctor, had buildings, own property and stuff, live a hell of a life, true American life. And he wanted to invest more and more into America, but my grandmother was more into Greek pride and Greek flaunting the wealth, put it that way. She really don't like America. She still don't understand America, don't understand the politics. Been here all these years. She don't care. She just she comes on and asks my father what's going on 2 days ago. What happened 2 days ago on the Greek news that they're talking about today. That's something happened 2 days ago. And all that. And he's sitting there and having a big argument you do not understand, and everything else. And she don't understand stuff, how things work and everything else. But when my dad told me when they were young, because, they were born here and everything else, but they spend growing up in Greece too and stuff. They always visit Greece and all that. And they when the color TVs came out, right? And she went out and bought a color TV. Did not open it. Nothing, right? She did not open it at all at the house here in Delaware, and so like that. So my dad, saying, when you gonna open it, like, no, don't touch it. So when they went to go visit Greece, right, she brought the color TV and showed the family, look, we brought from America. Like for you back then, get a color TV was a social status back then when color TVs came out.
Yeah.
Just a TV in person. So
I can relate to it.
She likes to flaunt.
I can really relate to what she had done, and it's not different from what many immigrants.
I know, but it's just like you want to listen to her.
They take everything, people like ship things back to their home countries. People buy clothes and use clothes and other stuff.
No, but no, just stuff. To flaunt. She does that a lot, and she always wants to right now like go back to Greece, and she's elderly, can't barely move and stuff like that, and she goes, well, I'll be fine in Greece and all that. And my dad tell her, like, Nico ain't going to be there to take care of you, Aunt Thudo ain't going to be there to take care of you, because when you go there, you got your relatives there to do everything you need, because you're not there all the time. You're only there for 3 months, and that's it, and you're out. So you spend a lot of time, and you think it's like that every day. No, they're going to live their lives when you move there. So you do not understand and stuff like that. So it's just like she thinks it's like everyone take care of her type of deal, And
no, but I can really relate to her understanding,
I mean, I love her.
I don't know how old. I don't know how old she was when she came to the U.S. I don't know how old she was when she came to the U.S.
Those
Maybe about 20, 25.
Yeah, plus she was like early 20s.
Yeah, so you understand that she had upbringing over there. Some people have to forget their country of birth, and it happened. It happens to some of us too. Like me, I was almost 40 when I came to the United States, and so my connection, now I try to transition, but it took me a long time to transition from being in Liberia to coming to the U.S. It's like all of my connection, my schooling, my friends, and everything back in Liberia. So it's like
you stuck here with me.
Yeah.
Then you really hit rock bottom. You got me as a friend.
To the United States, it's like you starting life all over again. You start making new friends. You start getting connected. So it takes time for a lot of people, especially first generation immigrants that come into the country. But as I was saying, my son, I got my last born. I got him here. So his perspective, his thinking about Liberia is going to be just like some of the history. Oh, my dad is from Liberia, but he has no tie to Liberia. We're talking back on 1 or 2 times. He's still going to have no ties to Liberia. Because all his friends when he went to school, everybody around him,
So he's American.
So he's American now. But for me now, it took me time to really know that, look, you are in a new land. You got to accept, you got to accept the new environment. This is your country now. You got to, leave the old things in the past and now start to live the new reality. So I understand where your grandma was coming from when she was, doing what she was doing, and all what she's doing. There are some people who still find it hard to break that tie, which of course I don't think is a bad thing for them, because people stay tied to their country of birth. I don't care wheresoever they go. So, I just try to see, since I'm myself an immigrant, first generation immigrant to the U.S., I can still understand where your grandma comes from.
Yeah. Understandable. I mean, I understand too. It's like if you go any other country, you like this ain't like like how is that home? Like people live different ways, different styles, and stuff like that. Like my dad wants to go back to Greece to visit, stuff like that. He misses the growing up and all that, what he grew up with and all that, and with American school in Greece, stuff like that. And he told me the wild stories that he had back in the day, like the Grecians. Yeah, it was like during that time he was a Grecian for sure.
But you were talking about the economic situation in Greece, and I don't know why is Greece member of the European Union, and they are always involved in this economic and
they party.
Money problems and stuff like that. What's
they party. They party like it's no tomorrow. Stuff like that. They go like 1 month out of the year, the whole country goes on vacation. So it's just like it's crazy.
That's great.
That's good. But they go into.
I think that we need to do that in the United States. We work too much over here. We need a month. We shut everything down in this country, and everybody take.
Look how it worked out. Look how it worked out during the pandemic.
Everybody takes a vacation. You know what? I think we work too much in this country. We chase money. We chase money to the extent that it leads to a lot of health problems for some of us. Some people working, they work doubles, 5 days a week or 7 days a week without even taking a break. That alone, has an effect on the person's health. I think last course, some of the last courses, one of the last courses we took, at the academy was take care of yourself. Find time to have fun. But how do you have fun when you continue to work? So the thing about Greece, if the Greek people are going out a month or maybe 2 weeks, shut the whole country down, have fun, go to the beach, I think it's nice.
You want a prime example? What happened to COVID? We shut the country down. How that worked out?
Then it shut the country down. People were still working. People were still arguing about whether we should leave the country open. But that is different.
Anyway,
that's a different situation.
So anyway, let's get back into Greek problems. Always Greeks should be Greeks. They're always rioting and everything else. Like you get news reports of protests around the world that they encountered London people encountered police, Australians facing off with police and all that. And when it hit Greece, they clashed with police. It's straight up brawl, like straight up, like it's like no joke. And Greeks always riot. I asked my dad about it. He says, "Oh, you can riot every weekend. It's just like they always fight." But the prime example is that they always go on strike. Certain things like the painters. All the painters get paid to do a job, like certain job and all that. And then they want more money, so they would say, "We're going to stop. We want more money. We ain't working until we get paid more money." To force the government's hand to give them more money, and this and that, and it just built up to a debt that they cannot pay. And it started with the Olympics. That when they went all out for the Olympics, and it just bankrupted them then. But for me, though, with the Olympics, though, I have no problem with Olympics. I disagree how they do things. Like, they go to each country, like a certain country pays the highest bid, and they can host it for that event, like nonstop, and just for those 2 weeks and stuff like that, and to how they do things, like you get reports of them kicking people out of their houses, plummet down, each country get bankrupt and this and that. I think it should be done to 2 countries only. The Olympics should be there, and therefore people when do Olympics time, you go to that country there. It's said and done. When it's built, it's told, and everything else.
So that means you just use that same location
every time.
Every year,
stuff like that.
Is this
like the one in Canada that they got still standing today? It's empty. No one goes there because there's no need for it. So the best way to do it, I said, it should be for winter. It should be in Switzerland because it's neutral. There's snow everywhere and everything else. It could be done there in Switzerland. And for the summer, it should be in Greece. I'm not saying because I'm a Greek. I said since they're the ones that made the Olympics, they should have at least the Summer Olympics there. And it's done. All the countries fly there, do it there, it's built. Say 2 weeks, all right, bye, see you, bye.
You make a very good point.
That's how it should be. But, they like to make fun of other countries and all that.
Yeah.
Like look what happened to Rio in Brazil. It fell apart during the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's just like they didn't have the money and stuff like that, and they're trying to go beyond their means, and the people are left with that debt, and it's to me it's not fair for those people. It's not fair for anyone, and like I said, it needs to be hosted to certain countries, and that's it. Like in Switzerland, got snow and all that, they're good, and summer you go to Greece. It's always 85 years the ground there. You're good. Problem solved.
And that brings me to another thing. I know we're talking about opportunity of a lifetime, but it's the same. It's the same thing you're talking about now. The World Cup, 2022 World Cup, which is next year, is going to be in Qatar, in the Middle East, and they're building all of these, big soccer stadiums and stuff like that, right? But after the World Cup 2022, what happened to all the buildings? What are they going to do with it? I think you make a very good point I've never thought about before. That soccer World Cup, you get your buildings facility. So every year, every 4 years, everybody say, okay, everybody knows it's going to this country. They prepare, everybody flies to that country and they have the World Cup. They come home. But you build it different locations, and after they leave those places decline.
And you're forcing billions of dollars into quickly construction, trying to be the best of the best and everything else. Like you do it in the same country, all you gotta do is maintenance, upkeep on it and stuff like that. Every 4 years, all right, we're going to spend not like 200 billion, we're going to spend $1 billion just to get everything updated, everything up good, do construction we need to, and therefore it ain't be much of a big rush to get everything done. It'd be a rush to get done on time, but it won't be a huge rush of overtime. People killing themselves over.
It's not going to be
stuff
a lot
like
of money
that.
even with. It's not because you already built a structure. You use it. You're just going to. It's maybe 6 months, refurbish them, and stuff like that, and you use them again because most of the soccer World Cup is every 4 years. I think the Olympics too is every 4 years, right?
Yeah, every 4 years.
Every 4
years.
And
the thing is, a lot of people would be contest that, but it's not fair that they get all the economic benefits from it and all that from one spot for every 4 years. Only good for 2 weeks. Look how much money they make doing it. Each country don't make that money back. They keep promising them make that money back, hosting it. Yeah. They don't, and they don't make that money back. And they're stuck with debt. That's what people don't understand. So therefore, you just keep it there. Therefore, it's minimum expenses, minimum of everything, and people know where to go when during Olympics and everything else, and they know what to expect, the custom and stuff like that. And therefore, you go there and it's done. You could do you open events, how you do things, this and that, but to me, it makes best fit to keep summer in Greece since it's nice and warm pretty much the majority of the time, and it's nice weather, and they're the ones that started the Olympics. Then you do in Switzerland, which is neutral basically. I'm saying neutral due to all the world wars and never got any conflict with any other country. So your best bet is put in Switzerland where it's snowy, mountains, and everything else. You can have stuff. It's done that way. So to me, it makes it a lot simple, easy to fund and all that.
Yeah, look, actually, I never thought of it that way, but I think you make a lot of sense, and I think it's something the organizer of the Olympics and Soccer World Cup and other big tournaments have to think about. Designate a particular location, and this become like the Olympics, station for year in year out. This becomes
and you kick the people out. You do this one part of this country here for this one. Then they say, all right, we're going to do it on this spot here now. Oh, all those people, see you, bye. We're kicking you out. We're building something up, and it's done. And therefore you lost. And it's just like the idea behind it.
I think we need to do a topic on that whole thing. Where we'll get some of these, gotta do research and get some of the places that the Olympic happened before. See how the places are faring now. Whether they are still up to date.
Like Russia, when they did the Olympics, you couldn't fish out of the toilets because they pushed out no fishing out of toilets because you got into the water. Oh, yeah. It's a big mess. What was it? The green pool in Brazil.
But going back to the story about of Rehoboth, and we're talking about beaches and stuff like that. I think one of the beaches that I love so much was Wahoo. I love Wahoo for a lot of reasons. As I said, you get a lot of things to do at Wahoo. And Wahoo, I didn't know that Wahoo been around for a hell of a long time. Somebody was telling me that it was one of the first beaches, in this area. I have not done my research to know, but they get a lot of things to do.
You mean open to the public,
Yeah.
like at First Beach?
Yeah.
I like go to do Bowers Beach.
I've not gone there before.
It's a nice little town, Bowers, and basically the beach is open to people, but people's houses next to the beach. So if you got a beach house, you're right there on the beach. There's no lifeguards, so if you risk at your own risk, go ahead. But it's nice, quiet. The restaurant there is good. The great seafood there, stuff like that. It's a nice area. I just love that it's more quiet, put it that way. It's not a lot of traffic, how it is with Rehoboth or it's a city, stuff like that. So like for example, if I did own Rehoboth, right, I still probably live in Bowers Beach, just be my own quiet little thing. And I go to Rehoboth, just deal with business, make sure everything's run smooth and everything else, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, like now the thing is about Dolly, the seawater taffy.
What is that?
No, the seawater taffy.
Yeah.
In the corner spot, Dolly with the big sign.
Yeah.
They moved 2 doors down due to rent increase and stuff like that. So now they're debating over the sign, and the company, the owners, Dolly, donate the sign to the Rehoboth, saying because people, it's historic, it's been there forever since, and people want to do it. Now they're debating back and forth if they're able to keep it or not because due to maintenance and keeping it upkeep and stuff like that. And they probably said we can't afford it and stuff like that. So, but the idea behind it is the guy raised the rent on them and therefore they can't pay it. And it's just like for that corner spot, it's just like, no, if they're paying it's like I wouldn't raise it on there because that's iconic. They've been there ever since. I'm not gonna screw you over saying pay more or else.
Yeah.
And it's just like, nah.
But that's how everything is. Now everything is going up. Everything, you rent a place for maybe $2,000 this year. Next year it's go to $2,200, and things just keep going up. So.
Well, that's different. That's a different segment.
So that's a different thing. But the whole thing there is, I think, Rehoboth is a very nice area. I know you say you like
Ocean City.
You say you like Ocean City and better. But
For me,
Rehoboth is our own area. It's our own backyard.
And it is, and I have no problem with it. It's just the idea of what happened took place, and
yeah, the history.
Like,
the history.
It's just like really, and it's just like I really don't want to be there because I'd be upset, and it's just like that. So I told someone else that, and he just sees me, he calls me Mr. Rehoboth now. He's like, hey, what's up, Mr. Rehoboth? Just rubbing it, just salt in the salt room and stuff, But he also told me about his family opportunity, like they own land in New York, and they basically, the families gave it to the state or something like that. They turned to a park and stuff like that. But I said, well, that sucks, man, and all this and that. He goes, nah, you got the short end of the stick. And I was like, why? I said, man, the value of $1 billion in Rehoboth now. But you miss billions
of dollars, man.
Well, no, that's probably Ocean City because it's bigger. It's a lot more value than this Rehoboth. Put it that way, because it's the way it is. The whole Ocean City is nothing but beach, and Rehoboth's only got so much beach, but people still pay a lot of money for it because of the value of beachfront property. I'm on the beach, even though you're not on the beach, but you like next neighborhood over, close to the beach, you pay mad money for it because you're getting close to the beach. So,
yeah, so man, life and opportunity of a lifetime. You just got to take advantage of it. Sometimes, life is not the way you take it. Sometimes you take risks. So maybe your grandfather, listen to his wife because he thought that she was making the right decision. So we can't judge.
No,
them.
no.
We can't judge them now.
She,
We can't
yeah,
judge them now.
no, because they're Greeks. It's a Greek woman. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I understand, but as I
Greek
said,
woman.
as an immigrant, we sometimes get tired to our country of birth, and we find it hard to transition to our new location. So, hey, you just got to live with it now. And I hope that. So, what's your plan now? What are you planning for next summer? This summer is almost over. What are your plans for next summer?
I do not know. I play by day.
My plans for next summer. I don't have any plans, but I hope this COVID is going by next summer, so that we can do something more than what we did this year.
It's going to be lifted for the summer for the cash flow. Then hit fall again. It's going to come right back again.
You think so?
What do you think is going on now?
Okay, I think the president just mandate said that all what. Every company or something organization with 100 or more employees.
That's the next video.
Yeah, that's what we'll talk about.
All right,
man.
ladies. You guys take it easy.
Take it easy. We will talk to you when we talk to you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.